Andrew Nemicolo joins us from 7th Story Learning in Half Moon Bay, California. Andrew helps individuals and organizations use stories to learn, lead, and sell more effectively. Andrew teaches the simple chapter method of finding, refining, and delivering great stories. Please join me in welcoming Andrew Nemicolo.
And this really makes sense when you think about it from a communication standpoint in human language. Let's do a quick dive in. 100,000 years ago, we began speaking. Okay? We'd all sit around the campfire and we'd enjoy some food that we just caught, right? It's kind of nice, isn't it? Sitting around the campfire. We still like to do that. And when any important information came up, it was told in a story. Right? Where to catch the best fish, when the stars are at a certain time in the sky, where should we, when we should start breaking camp, watering hole not to go out at night because it was dangerous. Whenever there was something really important to convey, didn't get written down. Writing hadn't been created yet, right? Any important information that needed to be conveyed was conveyed through a story. They may have used flashcards and lists, but if they did, it didn't survive to now. So that's our litmus test, right? It's not here today. Only the stories remain. And many of those stories actually have a lot of scientific basis. We laugh at the myths, but these creation stories, these practical tips. When you think about it, if you had information you wanted to send in a multi-generational time travel game of telephone to your grandchildren's grandchildren's grandchildren, the only way to do it was a story. So for 11 and a half months, we sat around the campfire. I think in a lot of ways, we're still trying to recreate that campfire today, aren't we, with technology? And then on December 14th, or about 5,000 years ago, in the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in what's now Iraq, people started making little marks in mud, in cuneiform, and then other writing technologies came about. But my point in telling you all this is that writing is a technology, and it is a technology. It's really recent in terms of our neurological development. It's really late in the game. And all the other gizmos that have come since, all the technologies, our brains haven't adapted. On December 29th, 3 days before New Year's Eve, movable type printing came about. And even then, only a few, only the elite really had access to it. PowerPoint, by the way, it happened like at 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve. So we're very much informed by that oral storytelling tradition. Even with all the great technologies that we have, multimedia, video, photography, and of course text. When you look at the central elements of what make a story compelling, that single character, a conflict, a meaningful resolution, sensory details, colors, sights, and sounds, those remain what connect us today and what are so memorable. I want to thank you all and go tell some stories.